The judges on season 22 of Top Chef are getting a taste of Harlem from one contestant.
That's right.
In the Bronx. Lana Lagomarsini has worked in Michelin-starred kitchens around the city, including Momofuku and previously Gramercy Tavern. Well, well, well.
That's
okay.
right. And now she's competing as a chef contestant in the new season of Top Chef. Season 22 takes place in Canada and debuts tomorrow night. And joining us with a look and a taste is Lana Lagomarsini.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Yeah, thank you for having me here.
Well, he said, you know, he wants to get some lessons, so I hope you're ready to teach him how to cook, because I don't believe him.
I'll take it nice and slow, don't
Good.
And we've
I
already
need that.
established that there is a line.
What's the line?
This is the Bronx. That is
There we
Brooklyn.
go.
I'm really sorry.
Can't we all just get along? This is why we have food, so we can, you know,
That is
break
true.
bread and eat.
Yeah, break those barriers,
There you
because for
go.
sure, contractually obligated to have a little bit of beef with you.
A little bit of
A little
beef.
bit of beef as we eat lamb.
That's right.
I got
Yes,
it.
exactly.
Talk to us about being a chef. Is this something you always dreamed of doing?
It's funny, you know, looking back on my life, I should have seen the signs a lot sooner. Let's say it like that. But it is something that I'm very blessed to do. I didn't start cooking until I was about 22, or 22. Been in the industry for a while, but kind of felt like I had to do a lot of catch up by the time I'd finally decided I wanted to go full force.
Who taught you how to cook?
My mother, my grandmother. They're big inspirations to me still today.
Yeah.
And even the dish I am doing for you guys is inspired by culinary rights, civil rights activists down in the South, where my family is originally from.
Excellent.
Awesome.
So you go from saying that it took you a while, 22, some would say that's a great time to start. So you do this, and then you go right into the fire of Top Chef. I love Top Chef. I learned to become a better cook, at-home cook, by watching Top Chef. Those people are vultures. How did you survive?
You know, I am from the Bronx.
There you go.
Hey!
You know, it was such an honor to be included in this cohort of amazing chef testants. So I'm very excited to see how it all plays out on TV.
Look at this. Look at this.
You had the opportunity to travel to Canada for it. How was that?
You know, I really enjoyed it. I've been to Canada a couple times before, and this was a greater understanding of our neighbors to the north.
Right.
So I really, really enjoyed just, you know, expanding my horizons a little bit, getting out of the States a little bit.
Love it.
Yeah.
Now, for folks who, we're going to get to the cooking, but I worship at the altar of Top Chef. There's a moment in the show where everyone gets money and you guys go shopping. Is it as nice as you all make it out to seem, or are you like, I need that Napa cabbage, and everyone's running for the last one?
Well, listen, I've never seen a world where there's only one Napa cabbage. But for sure, you know, it was a fun season. You'll definitely have to watch and see.
She's not going to give me anything. No. She's gonna
But
make me
yeah,
watch.
it's, you know, that 30 minutes in Whole Foods Market is an actual 30 minutes.
It's a
will
bona
tell you.
fide 30 minutes.
Yes, so that is the realness, I'm telling you right now.
Okay.
So what do you got for us?
Okay, so today I'm making sweet peppers stuffed with shrimp creole.
I'm in.
Yes, the recipe is inspired by Georgia Gilmore, who was a civil rights activist in Alabama.
Okay.
And she had a club called the Club from Nowhere.
Yeah.
Right, and so through that experience, she fed a lot of the civil rights movement during
Love it.
that time.
Is this something that you made when you were on the show? Or you
tell
can't
that.
tell me. She definitely made it on the show. She definitely made it on the show.
Because put a pin in that.
They like a dish that has a narrative, and this is an excellent
Look at you,
narrative.
reading between the lines.
Well, listen, I will tell you this. I am going to be cooking it coming up on the 25th.
Okay.
At Gage and Tollner. I'm doing a dinner inspired by Georgia Gilmore.
Beautiful.
And her Club from Nowhere. I'm calling it the Supper Club from Nowhere.
Excellent.
And doing lots of dishes inspired by civil rights activists and women that I really, really
I love that.
yeah, are like that has inspired my cooking over the years of my life.
I love this. It smells delicious, and you haven't
Thank
even
you.
put fire to anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you just add here?
So we have some chopped up shrimp that I, you know, kind of processed in the food processor.
Sure.
I put parsley. This is a mix of onions and celery and bell pepper that's been sweated down and then added with some tomato paste, a little bit of smoked paprika and Old Bay.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we're gonna add this all like as a little mix.
Okay. This
right?
is how you throw down in the kitchen?
Just like it.
You know, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, just season it real nice. I also
I
like to
season
put.
real nice.
You have to.
You have to.
Otherwise, what are we doing?
Don't be scared
What are
of
we
salt.
doing?
Don't be scared of it.
So, and then I just put a little lemon zest into it normally, a little bit of olive oil. This is my boyfriend's from his property in Sicily.
Whoa,
fact.
mic drop. Mic drop. I love it.
Yes,
And
life
then
is good.
because you're a chef, you put it in this bag.
A piping bag, yeah.
Oh, see,
It
I
feels
can't
right,
do
and this makes life so
I didn't know
easy.
about the piping bag.
Yes, yes. So this is a secret. If you don't have a piping bag at home, you can use like a Ziploc bag.
Yeah,
And
and
just
then-
like pipe out of the corner.
Because you're
Totally the
making
same
like
thing.
a little boat of
Exactly.
sorts.
So I have these sweet peppers that I've already kind of cleaned out the inside, and look how easy. Like you just
See, this
put
is.
that in there. In theory, it's easy, but this is live TV.
It's
so.
like they play for the majors. We're in AAA.
Yeah, yeah. So
This
we're learning,
is-
but we're learning.
We're learning.
like
Okay.
that, just like that, right?
Oh my gosh! And then you put this oven broiler. What? How are we doing this?
And then we just put it right in the oven.
That's it.
350, 5-10 minutes until you can start to smell the peppers, really kind of cook in a little bit, and this cooks in just a couple minutes.
And through the magic of television, voila!
Voila.
May we? Look at this.
May.
Oh, she put it on a
May-
baking
may
sheet
we?
and
Just
the
for you.
whole thing. Okay.
And you know, I like this either as a side dish or even like
A
as
little starter.
yeah, as like a replacement for like a jalapeno popper.
Okay.
You know, stuff like that.
Cute.
Oh, it's warm.
Of course.
Came out the oven.
Yeah, I would not serve you guys cold food.
Chef,
I'm a chef after all.
do not pack your knives and go. Please stay. Please. Dang, this is good. I'm going to finish
is
this whole
good.
thing.
Wow.
Remind folks again about the pop-up.
Yes. So you can come have dishes like this and more at Gage and Tollner on March 25th. The ticket link is in my bio on my Instagram profile and on their website.
And of course, catch you tomorrow for season 22 premiere of Top Chef on Bravo. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Making
I'm so
a-
excited.
Making us all proud.